Hello friends, we're back to Monday, Spirit Week. I've also calculated, since it's math, I've calculated how many school days we have left. And if you don't count weekends, it's 17 school days. Woohoo! That's a reason to have school spirit. It is pajama day, notice Olaf. We are going to begin with our warm-up. Go ahead and freeze me. Welcome back. We are ready to correct our warm-up for the day. Number one, 650 plus 650. You could have put these under one another and worked it out correctly, or you could have done mental math. I know that 50 and 50 make $1, so 6 plus 6 is 12. So $12 plus another dollar would be $13. Okay? Then we have 775 and 775. 75 and 75 makes $1.50. 7 and 7 makes 14. 14 plus $1.50 is $15.50. There we go. Now we have number 2. Look, I see a fact family coming. Same numbers, boxes, subtraction, addition. So let's go ahead and figure this one out. I cannot take 8 from 5. I regroup. That becomes 11. Well, actually just 1. And this becomes 15. 15 minus 8 is 7. I can't take 6 away from 1. Now it becomes 11. This is a 2. 11 minus 6 is 5. 2 minus nothing is 2. 257. So 325 minus 68 is 257. Well, what plus 68 would be 325? I'm just going backwards. So if I start with this, 257, I'm going to get the same answer. It's a family. Number 3, 325 times 1. 325. 1,000 times 1. 1,000. What's the rule about multiplying by 1? That's right, it doesn't matter what number it is, you get the same number. Whatever number you started with times 1 is that same number. Number 4, you can use these symbols to answer this. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 divided by 3 is 3, so the alligator mouth is going to go that way. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 divided by 3 is 5. So now it's also going to go this way. Okay? I always check to see if that makes sense. When I multiply groups, right, they get bigger. When I divide, they get smaller. So it makes sense that the multiplication side using the fact families would be larger than the division side. Because dividing, I'm putting them into groups, so the number is getting smaller. It's very similar to addition and subtraction. Adding, my group gets bigger. Subtracting, my group gets smaller. All right, number 5. Julie has 5 rabbits, and each one has 6 babies. Rabbits have a lot of babies at one time. How many rabbits does she have all together? So what could you do? You could add, right? 6 babies for every rabbit. But what's the faster way to do it? Multiply, that's right. 8 times 6 rhymes is 48. Woo, 48 rabbits. That's a lot of rabbit doo-doo. Okay, guys. We are going to go ahead and get out our math workbook. We're on 20.3. I'll erase this while you are getting that out. Module 20.3 is on page 715. 715. So on 715, they just want us to talk about review, spending, and saving. So if I have money, I spend it, that means I'm getting rid of it. I save it, that means I'm holding on to it. And it's important when I'm wanting something big or I want to save money for a rainy day, that I save at all or part of the money that I'm getting each week or each month, okay? It's so important. Now, today we're talking about deposits and withdrawals. Deposits and withdrawals. Where have you heard that word before? Okay, you've been with Mom when she went to the bank, all right? And when she was putting money into the bank, it's called a deposit. That's right, but if she needed cash to take you somewhere special or buy you something or just go to the grocery store, she has to take a withdrawal from her bank account. Now, I remember when I was a little kid and I wanted something and I would say, Mom, I want this toy. And she'd say, oh, honey, I don't have any money. I'd say, well, just go to the bank. Well, the thing is, unless you put a withdrawal into the bank, you cannot take, unless you put a deposit into the bank, you cannot take a withdrawal out because you're only allowed to spend the money that you put in. It's not like free money. I can't just go to the ATM and get free money. I have to deposit money so that I can withdraw it. Did you know that? Or did you think Mom and Dad could just go to the bank and get money? You're kind of older now, so you probably figured that out by now. Okay, so deposit means put money in the bank. Withdrawal means to take money out. So that's what you need to know for page 715. Let's go on to 716. 716. All right, model and draw. Mr. Hudson saves money at the bank. When he makes a deposit, more money is in the bank. When he makes a withdrawal, less money is in the bank. So Mr. Hudson has $45 in the bank. If he deposits $10, how much does he have now? Well, they figured it out for you. $45 plus $10 equals $55. Good, write it in your book. Now let's look at the withdrawal side. If he withdraws $10, then I have to subtract it. So he started with 45, I subtract 10, I get $35. Okay, write that in your book. Share and show. Katrina, you're in our math, has $21 in the bank. She makes a deposit of $6. How much money does Katrina have in the bank now? So how much did Katrina start with? $21. That's right. And then what did she do? She deposited $6. Okay, so that means we're going to add. 21 plus 6 is $27. Okay? Number 2, why don't you try and figure out what Brian did? We'll check it together. All right, so what did Brian do? He withdrew, he took out. So what do? Subtract. 30 minus 4 is $26. Okay, good. Let's move on. 717. Go ahead and do 3 and 4. All right, let's go ahead and check it. Did Mr. Green make a deposit or a withdrawal? That's right, he made a deposit, so we're going to add. 8 plus 4 is 12. 1, 5, and 1 is 7. He has $72. Next, Mr. Walton, what did he do? He withdrew, so we're going to subtract. Okay, 5. 13 minus 9 is 4. 5 minus nothing is 5. So Mr. Walton has $54. Let's move on to the hot. Tyler makes a withdrawal of $13. Now he has $33 in the bank. How much money did he have to start with? Okay, so what do we know? We know Tyler made a withdrawal. So what happened to his money? That's right, it got smaller. So what we have to do is the opposite now to find out what was the amount he started with. Okay, so now he has 33 and he took out 13. So if we add those together like he never took it out, then we'll find out how much he started with. 6, 4, $46. Number 6, Gina has $23 in the bank. How many deposits of $5 does she need to make to have $43 in the bank? Okay, so we want to go from 23 to 43. How much is that from 23 to 43? Okay, if you don't know, you can subtract. Or you could have done it in your head. It's $20. So how many times does she have to deposit $5 to make this amount, $20? So 20 divided by 5. How many groups of 5 are in 20? 5, 10, 15, 20. That's right, 4. So it would take her 4 deposits of $5 each, okay? Go ahead and do the daily assessment task on your own, and then we'll check it together. Freeze me now. All right, welcome back. Number 7, Sasha had some money in the bank. She deposited some more. What did you get? $17, very good. Number 8, Tom has $9 in the bank, but he took out $3, but then he put back in $4. So how much does he have? Well, he started with 9 and he took out 3, that would be 6, but then he added 4, that would be 10. All right, number 9, you had to describe a deposit, how deposits and withdrawals are different. We know that deposits, you make money and you put it in the bank. Withdrawals, you take money out of the bank. Number 10, Miss Hall has $43 in the bank. She makes a deposit. How much does she have now? $55. Very good. You are going to tear out our 2 yellow pages, 219 and 220, I'm sorry, 719 and 720. Tear them out. That is your assignment. That is the only thing Mom and Dad need to submit besides the warm-up. And that's it. We'll see you later.